Christmas Eve, Sarajevo 12/24, is an instrumental medley of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen and Carol of the Bells, first released on the Savatage album Dead Winter Dead in 1995 as Christmas Eve. It was re-released by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, a side project of several Savatage members, on TSO's 1996 debut album Christmas Eve and Other Stories. The piece describes a lone cello player playing a forgotten Christmas carol in war-torn Sarajevo. Background and writing. Paul O'Neill explained the story behind Christmas Eve, Sarajevo 12/24 in an interview published on ChristianITtoday.com. We heard about this cello player born in Sarajevo many years ago who left when he was fairly young to go on to become a well-respected musician, playing with various symphonies throughout Europe. Many decades later, he returned to Sarajevo as an elderly man, at the height of the Bosnian War, only to find his city in complete ruins. I think what most broke this man's heart was that the destruction was not done by some outside invader, a natural disaster, it was done by his own people. At the time, Serbs were shelling Sarajevo every night. Rather than head for the bomb shelters like his family and neighbors, this man went to the town square, climbed onto a pile of rubble that he had once been a fountain, took out his cello, and played Mozart and Beethoven as the city was bombed. He came every night and began playing Christmas carols from that same spot. It was just such a powerful image, a white-haired man silhouetted against the cannon fire, playing timeless melodies to both sides of the conflict amid the rubble and devastation of the city he loves. Some time later, a reporter traced him down to ask why he did this insanely stupid thing. The old man said that it was his way of proving that despite all evidence to the contrary, the spirit of humanity was still alive in that place. The song basically wrapped itself around him. We used some of the oldest Christmas melodies we could find, like God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen and Carol of the Bells, part of the medley. The orchestra represents one side, the rock band the other, and single cello represents that single individual, that spark of hope. The cellist that the story refers to is veteran Savatage. However, unlike the white-haired man referred to in the story, Savatage was in his mid-30s at the time of the siege of Sarajevo. Chart performance and sales. On the week ending January 6, 1996, Christmas Eve both debuted and peaked at No. 34 on Billboard's Hot Adult Contemporary Tracks chart and at No. 65 on the Billboard Hot 100 Singles chart, with the artist name changed to Trans-Siberian Orchestra. The song charted on the Billboard Hot 100 again on the first weeks of January 1997 and January 1998, peaking at No. 49 both times. The song also charted on Billboard's Hot Mainstream Rock Tracks chart on the week ending January 3, 1998, peaking at No. 29. As of December 2012, the total sales of the digital track stands at 1,002,000 downloads according to Nielsen SoundScan, placing it second on the list of all-time best-selling Christmas holiday digital singles in SoundScan history. Appearances. Christmas Eve, Sarajevo 12/24 was one of the songs featured on the Trans-Siberian Orchestra's first DVD release, The Ghosts of Christmas Eve. The track is played twice at every live show on the winter tour, once as part of the Christmas Eve and Other Stories half of the show, and later as a finale. Along with Wizards in Winter and Christmas Canon, it is generally regarded among the TSO's most recognizable recordings.